Your Honor. This type of camera is commonly used as a means of spying.
Spying? What is spy?
What the? I thought that spy camera was in my possession.
Should have left it on the nightstand after you guys got out of bed.
Yep. Hello everyone and welcome back to 4 Pixels. Coco, Moon, and Binks are here and we are continuing Ace Attorney, Justice for All. This is most definitely the note she left right before she committed suicide.
Order! Witness, did you know about this? Yes, I did. I heard all about it from Juan. When I discovered his body, I looked for the bear. I wanted to destroy the note before it became public. But I couldn't find it anywhere.
Because it had already been taken by the killer. Everything is going at Mr. Edgeworth's pace. So now that the suicide note has been found, what's the next logical question?
What is written on the note?
That's right. At least, that's what I would think. Now then, I believe it is only appropriate the contents of this note to be made known.
I can't stop you, can I? I went through so much just to get my hands on it.
Aww.
And I was going to burn it, for her sake.
I'm deeply sorry, but I can't allow you to persuade me to stop. Your Honor, if you could please read the contents of this note out loud.
Very well.
The judge's voice rang loud and clear through the dead-silent courtroom. In her note, Celeste Impax left to us a record of all that had happened to her. About being used and then thrown away by On Guard. About being engaged to Corrida and On Guard's role in destroying that. And about how she decided, in her despair, to end it all.
And that's all Miss Impax had to say.
There's one thing I would like to say here. The prosecution has no interest in slandering Mr. Ungod.
Then what?
Our intention, Your Honor, is to establish a motive for murder. Isn't that correct, witness?
Yes. On the night of the murder, Juan was going to make the contents of the note public. After the post-ceremony show, he was going to hold a press conference. My word!
Matt Ungod values above all else his refreshing like a spring breeze image. Which is why he had to stop the note from being made public. At any cost.
Heavy stuff.
Very upset.
Oh god. Even Phoenix is like, oh shoot.
There's no margin for doubt here. Mr. De Killer's client's goal was to obtain the suicide note. And the only person who needed this note that badly is the defendant. Let's not forget that the bear with the note inside was found at the defendant's house.
It seems that we have come to the truth at last. The defendant's motives were entirely selfish. He deserves no sympathy from anyone.
How am I supposed to escape from this one?
Why the hesitation, Phoenix? Gumshoe hasn't caught yet, so you know what you must do.
I know. I have to carry on and buy him some more time. Okay. There are two deadly pieces of evidence. The figurine and the suicide note. Maybe somehow I can find a way out of this situation through one of those.
The gavel is already in the judge's hand. Phoenix, hurry!
The suicide note or the figurine? Which one of these should I pursue?
Oh, my stress just suddenly spiked. Oh, God. I don't know.
Don't worry, this actually isn't one of the ones that matter.
Okay, I don't know.
worry.
I feel like the figurine just because I don't really want to look at Celeste's suicide note again.
Okay. I think.
This won't be a damning thing, right, Coco? It's not going to take a chunk out of her health.
I'm actually trying to remember when exactly it is at the stuff.
Please wait, Your Honor. Oh man, look at that lawyer.
Still going at it?
It's like he doesn't care that he's trying to get a killer off the hook.
The assassin took this with him from the crime scene after murdering Mr. Corrida. At the request of his client, of course.
So, what's your point, Mr. Wright?
I don't think it's possible that Mr. De Killer's client was Miss Matt on guard. In fact, I think there is a contradiction here. You can't tell by just looking at it that this bear is really a jewelry box. The chances that Matt on guard thought the note was inside this bear are 0 to none.
Oh, I didn't think of that. I didn't think of it that way.
Exactly. But I did think of it that way, and I thought it was rather strange.
No need to brag.
After all, there is no reason why Mr. On Guard would ever want a jewelry box like this.
Order, order, order! No more peanut gallery. You make a valid point, Mr. Wright. Even if you look like a total slime ball while doing it. Mr. Edgeworth, what's your opinion? You're refreshing like a spring breeze.
It was just a flash, but I think I did rather well on this one.
Unfortunately. I think he believes differently.
Who cares what he believes?
You do, Phoenix. You do.
I know.
I believe a show of appreciation is in order.
Huh?
The defense seems to be in love with wishing more despair upon itself.
This isn't Danganronpa, no.
I would like to direct the court's attention to this.
What is that?
It is a very small video camera, Your Honor. This type of camera is commonly used as a means of spying.
Spying? What is spy?
What the? I thought that spy camera was in my possession.
have left it on the nightstand after you guys got out of bed.
Yep. Matt and God and the victim both thought of the other as their biggest rival. They even went so far as to use this type of item to find each other's weaknesses.
Sounds odd. And
The victim, Juan Corrida, was being spied on. His personal life was being watched by none other than Matt and God.
order! Order! Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
you look like a total slime ball. Don't tell me you knew about your client's spying activities.
Well, some people are into voyeurism. Sort of.
Sort of is not an acceptable answer, Mr. Wright. What is voyeurism?
I see you're confused, Mr. Wright. You're probably thinking, but I have the camera that was in the stuffed bear's eye.
Stop reading my mind, Edgeworth.
But this camera that I have is not that same one. Last night I searched the victim's house on a hunch. Using this.
Gumshoe's bug sweeper.
By the way, Mr. Wright, the defendant's fingerprints were found on this camera.
Oh, god darn it.
Madame Guard's fingerprints were on there?
Well, Phoenix, it looks like those cameras were hitting all over the place, huh?
What am I supposed to say to that evidence?
I think this is the end. It's fairly obvious that Mr. Ungard learned of the suicide note through this. He was watching the victim all along.
He got me good this time. I don't have anything to counter that.
Hey, now what's that lawyer thinking?
Mommy, is that man the bad killer guy?
Shh, stop, don't look at him.
I just realized there's a child in the audience. What the fuck? Is this like with Pearl? Did they bring it like Pearl a playmate?
Oh my god.
Phoenix,
Yes, Chief.
have you figured out what you're going to do next?
What I'm going to do next? Does running away like a frightened child work?
I know it seems like Mr. Edgeworth is very close to putting the lid on the case, but in his eagerness to prove his point, he forgot one very important thing.
Well, what is it, Mia? Tell me for once.
There's a piece of evidence that he really should investigate.
Something he should investigate.
I would really hate to see the good prosecutor get scolded for not remembering to look into the item when he had the chance.
Why are you speaking in riddles all of a sudden?
Alright, I think this time we finally understand everything. He's
Like
just
his
staring
eyes
at Phoenix.
bulge out. Yes, exactly.
Just staring at him. He's done. He's so finished. Well, Mr. Wright, you don't have any further objections, do you?
And if you do, we don't care.
Forever hold your peace, motherfucker.
What is this piece of evidence that Mia's talking about? Can I figure out what it is that still needs to be looked at? Or should I let it go? I have an objection, Your Honor.
That was about the weakest objection I've ever heard, Mr. Wright.
He's like, okay, let me just correct that. Your Honor, the defense has no intentions of letting this go so easily. You happy now, Edgeworth?
Yes.
You are beginning to sound so desperate.
That's just your imagination, Your Honor.
I don't think it is. I've seen you thirsty, Mr. Wright. This is beyond thirst.
Mr. Edgeworth, this is not like you at all. In your eagerness to prove your point, you've forgotten one very important thing.
Hey, isn't that what I just said?
Shush, Mia.
So you're telling me that I forgot something?
You're so close, Mr. Edgeworth. But there's something you really should examine about this piece of evidence.
That is Miss Impax's suicide note, right?
Who knows? I mean, sure, this suicide note, quotation marks, was found inside this bear. But this bear was in my possession until a few moments ago. Which means the handwriting on this suicide note has yet to be analyzed.
Oh!
So, as to whether this pivotal piece of evidence was really written by Miss Impax or not, has yet to be even remotely confirmed.
Mr. Wright, you can't seriously be suggesting... Mr. Wright! Are you saying this suicide note is a fake?
Miss Andrews, you were the one who tried to pin this murder on Mr. Angard. Who's to say you didn't create a fake suicide note and put it into this bear?
How dare you!
Your Honor, the defense is indiscriminately accusing the witness again. There's no evidence linking the witness to the suicide note whatsoever.
But if this is a fake, then the witness is the only person who could have made it.
What?
Recall the witness's testimony concerning this figurine. The only person other than the victim who could solve the puzzle is the witness herself. Miss Andrews, you wrote this note, didn't you? You wrote it so you could use it to frame Matt Angard.
I did no such thing!
Right, if you're going to pronounce this suicide note a fake, then show this court some evidence to support your theory.
Mr. Edgeworth, you are the one who presented this scrap of paper as evidence. That means the burden of proof lies with you, the prosecution. Ha! I always want to say that.
That's enough! Mr. Edgeworth, can you confirm the handwriting on this suicide note?
It is as the defense has stated. The handwriting has yet to be analyzed.
If that's the case, it seems that yet again we have reached a point where a verdict is impossible.
That's impossible! This isn't good, Phoenix.
Judge is going to carry this trial over one more day. I don't think Maya will physically be able to make it another day.
I didn't want to have to do this, but I don't have a choice. I request that both the prosecution and the defense further investigate. Oh my god.
This gallery.
I think we've reached the end of the line.
Oh man.
Guilty! Guilty! Guilty!
That's a mood, though. What is that sound?
It's Gumshoe. Hello? Gumshoe. What is with him? And what's with that sigh? Where's Maya? What happened to the killer?
He got away.
What?
I'm sorry, pal. I really am. I don't know what to say besides, I'm sorry. I wish there was some way to make it up to you. I really do.
Anyway, what's going on?
We found his hideout, pal. But 2 of them were already gone.
This is terrible.
I'm going to keep looking for them, pal. Don't you worry. I just need a little more time.
But
Don't tell me we don't have any more.
do you hear that? They're calling for his head.
Mr. Wright, I can't. For us to come this far and... Oh!
What is it?
Let me talk to Mr. Edgeworth.
I can't do that.
Mr. Wright, would you please get a hold of yourself?
Yes, Your Honor.
I am about to end today's proceedings. You may take your phone calls afterward.
Hold on, Your Honor. Edgeworth, catch! Big bat.
Mr. Edgeworth! Please, you've got to buy us some more time.
Court is in session. I'm sorry, Your Honor. You were saying.
Mr. Wright, this is a court of law.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but
I am reluctant to do this, however. It appears that I have no choice but to suspend proceedings until tomorrow.
this time, I really can't do anything.
Court is now adjourned for the day.
No.
Please wait, Your Honor.
The drama of this is hurting me physically.
Yep. Edgeworth, my bae!
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
I humbly request another 30 minutes of Your Honor's time.
For what purpose?
We can perform the necessary tests on this piece of evidence in that time.
But can you really obtain your results in 30 minutes?
I believe we can, Your Honor.
But wouldn't it be better if we adjourned for today and then reconvened tomorrow?
30 minutes. Please, Your Honor. That's all I am asking for.
Please, Your Honor.
I'll buy you all the pizzas you want.
Very well. You owe me a double cheese pizza. He knows Phoenix doesn't have money. At the prosecution's request, this court will now take a 30-minute recess. I'm going to go buy some steak. But be advised that I will not allow another recess today.
I'm not sure if this is helping or hurting us.
The court will now take its final recess of the day.
March 23, 2:04 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3.
Right, well, what's going on with Maya's situation?
The killer. Looks like he got away again. 30 minutes. We can't find her in that time.
Ah, is that Mr. Edgeworth?
We don't have time to spit it out.
Right. It looks like we just missed them, sir. But the killer left a few things behind by accident in his rush to get away.
A few things.
Can we use any of them as evidence?
Oh, I thought you'd ask, pal. I've got the things he left with me right now, and I'm on my way over.
Really?
That's odd. Any items like that are usually sent to the crime lab first.
We don't have time to wait for those guys, sir. And those guys weren't looking, I swiped the stuff and ran.
Holy shit.
What?
Well, I'm not a detective anymore, so I had to. I'm really sorry, sir, but I've got to put the law on hold for now.
Sounds bad. He doesn't get in too much trouble over this.
With my hunk of junk car, I'd say I'll be there in about 20 minutes, sir. Don't worry, I'll be there. Wait for me.
Alright. Just get here in one piece.
I'm on a mission and no one can stop me now, sir. No one! I'm pulling out all the stops and running every red light.
Oh my god.
He's gonna be arrested just on the basis of that.
Items left by the murderer, huh? Maybe there's something among them that will be decisive enough to end this. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, indeed.
Hey, what's wrong? Detective Gumshoe, answer me!
No one can stop. I'm...
No!
Did he get a fucking car accident? Are you serious?
What happened?
It sounded like he had an accident. I'm guessing his cell phone broke as well.
What was he thinking? We've got to hurry and call for help.
But we have no idea where he is. His cell phone is broken, and he wasn't driving a patrol car, so no radio either. Also, if we don't get those items before they do, the police will take possession of them.
No! We can't let that happen.
Well, if there's a way we can find out where he is, then we stand a chance.
Why, oh why did Gumshoe have to get into an accident now?
Please be worried for his well-being.
Is there any way to find out exactly where he is at this moment?
Yeah.
That's right, there is a way.
What? How?
I'm sure we can find out where Detective Gumshoe is through this.
The Magatama?
His personal stalker.
Oh my god, I forgot about that completely!
Yep.
Why are you bringing up Francisca at a time like this? Oh, I see. I'll try to get in contact with her. The chances are slim, but she's all we have.
And I mean, yeah, she's in the hospital, but she's nothing else to do, right?
She's just busy being shot.
Yeah, you know.
Francisca, will she even want to help us? She's kind of a but she's hot. Edgeworth.
What is it?
I don't have any right to judge anyone ever again. I know my client is guilty. But what I'm doing now, I'm pinning the guilt onto someone totally innocent and using the evidence to do so. It might be my turn to say, defense attorney Phoenix Wright chooses death.
Oh my god, you dramatic idiots! Holy shit!
Drama queen!
Oh my god!
Right. I kind of regret saying that a little.
Edgy as fuck, living up to your name.
Doesn't suit someone like you to cry useless tears. That's my shtick. Whether you
This
did
is
your
why he
job
takes
well
Edgeworth's
or
name.
not.
Edward is so tsundere.
That can only be seen after the verdict has been decided.
Verdict.
Did we have a bailiff, or
No.
have we just been using fake bailiff? Okay,
Yeah.
Is Prosecutor Edgeworth here?
Yes, bailiff.
There's a phone call for you, sir. They said it was extremely urgent.
They're probably finished with the handwriting analysis. I have to go take this call. In the meantime, think hard about what it is you must do.
I feel like screaming.
And with that, we will end this episode right here. Thank you guys for joining us, and see you next time.
Bye.
Ah!
I live in the house. For me, the house is the world. In the house, we can't speak of the house's tenants. In the house, we can't touch the screens. In the house, we can't disturb our neighbors. But above all that, we can't leave the house. It's the unspoken absolute rule. To be honest, I couldn't care less about those rules anyway. With the Oracle's power, all I have to do is to blah. With the Oracle's power, all I have to do is to eat all the things that stand in my way.
Looks like she's sleeping under the bed again. Monitoring brain activity, no irregularities so far.
What do you think, November? Should we replace her liver with triple burger cheese melt while she sleeps?
I have to agree, August. Wouldn't her kidneys make a better test subject?
It's time to go.